That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode 157 of Camp Strange. I'm your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
And I'm your other camp counselor, Ocean Man.
You stole that. That is mine.
I didn't steal
Ocean
anything.
Man, take me by the hand. Anyway, we are back to bring the spooky, wacky, weird, strange, and kissable? What? Okay.
I mean, I didn't say it.
That's not David's word. It's my word. It's my word. It's my word of the day, of the year. You know how sad my childhood, my adolescence were, that like on,
Pretty bad.
on like New Year's, like I remember we'd go to like these, you know, like the preteen parties and stuff like that where you're just drinking
at
like
Skate World.
Yeah, one time we had one at my buddy's house. Yeah, exactly, Skate World. We were drinking sparkling apple cider and stuff, and they hanged mistletoe in like this one part of the house, and I just kept being like, I wonder if tonight's the night.
Was this like at least a holiday party?
It was New Year's, so like the mistletoe was still up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if tonight's the night where I'm going to force somebody into kissing me.
Whoa.
I'm like, tradition, you can't say no. Here, but I don't mean it like that. I don't. No. I'm like 13. Whoa. This is fine. It's a peer pressure thing. Don't blame me. Blame Father Christmas, okay? That guy's a real piece of shit.
Daddy C. Daddy do.
Daddy see everything you daddy do. Anyway, but yeah, before we catch up on our stories, we got to catch up on any of the weird news you may have missed in the past weeks. And David, both of my stories have to do with meth. Which is cool.
Well, mine doesn't, so that's good.
Okay, cool. So I'll just start with this one. Okay, so a little preface. Before I saw this story, I saw a video on Reddit, the subreddit Bye Bye Job, and it sometimes pops up every once in a while.
Is that just stories about people losing their jobs?
Yeah, not like stories.
I wasn't sure if it was like a memorial thing for like Steve Jobs.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's like teachers hitting students.
Hell yeah! All right, cool.
Like cool shit like that. You know, well, it's like, you know, they lost their job, but like everybody got a little something out of it for the shithead students who were just like talking back, you know. Sometimes you gotta lay into them. But I saw a video of a police officer who, I don't know if he confiscated it or if it was his, but he was hitting a THC pen in his car.
Hell yeah.
And so he's hitting like a weed pen in his car. And the first time he like sucks it, he like tries to do it like kind of discreet, and like nothing comes out the first time he like sucks on it, and then he does it again and he like rips it hard, and he's like hard, and he's like and he's like, you can just see him like coughing, but then there's like an audio over him, and he's like I breathed on the pen, I breathed in. I did not know it was gonna do that. I have never seen that much smoke in my life. I did not even know that was gonna do that, and I'm like, motherfucker, like. You just wanted a little fucking like a little baby high,
a little buzz.
You hit it way too hard. The battery lit up way too fast, and I was just wondering how he got caught, because he must have been doing something like fucked up shit where like he parked his car and then like went into an Arby's for 4 hours or something like that. Because there's no way, like if you were just like a little high, you'd be like, can you call the station and be like, I don't feel well. I need to. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm puking. But he just like went back to the station and was like, are you high? But like, I just thought it was such a weird thing.
Is this your news story? I'm confused.
No, my news story.
Okay.
I was prefacing this news story because I thought that was bad. But apparently on March 2nd, a sergeant of the Fresno Police Department, shout out Fresno.
Go Bulldogs.
Exactly. I used to have a Fresno Bulldogs hat. That's the desert out here in California, for those of you who don't know. But Donald Donnell, he's been working for the department since 2003, and like I said, he's a sergeant. He was arrested after he was involved in a crash in his police cruiser, and a drug test found that he was positive for fentanyl. And he apparently acquired methamphetamine laced with fentanyl by taking it from a woman in a suspected robbery earlier in the day. He robbed a woman of her meth-laced fentanyl, smoked it, and then crashed his car.
It was just research, you know. He was trying to, you know, to catch them. You got to get into their mindset, you know.
Yeah. You know, like I feel like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective when he's just spiraling and like he's joining the biker gang and shit.
You know
like
that show's 10 years old.
What? Oh my
God. That 1st
first
season came out 10 years ago.
Wow, it really
Time flies, man.
It really came out on a high note, and then every subsequent season was just not as good.
I thought the last one was good. The middle one wasn't great.
I didn't see the Mahershala Ali. Is that Mahershala Ali in that one?
Yeah.
I
thought it was is it Mahershala Ali?
Oh, I don't know. Do not ask me
to
say the guy from Doctor Strange, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Are you trying to say Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
No, he's the guy who's
cum in his name.
He's the guy. Chiwetel is the guy who steals that man's walking abilities, and he's like, "You can't play basketball anymore."
Oh yeah, that guy's a good actor. I have no idea what his name is though.
His name's Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Sure.
But if you looked at it, you couldn't spell it out from like looking at it. You know, you couldn't be like, because it's like a J, it's like a W
it's
followed
like
by
Giannis.
a J.
It's like Giannis in the NBA.
Who's Giannis?
MVP last year, I think.
How does he spell it?
His last name. No, his last name is just insane. I've been
like,
watching basketball and I still can't. He's
Croatian.
Greece.
He's from
He's Greece. He's Greece. He's Grecian.
He's Greece.
Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo.
1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them.
He's an incredible basketball player, but God, I cannot say his last name.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I kind of envy those people. They just, you know, they didn't change their name for the industry, you know. But at the same time, I wish they did sometimes because they're
the
so
best
hard.
part. The best part about it is he's got 2 brothers, and they're all in the NBA. They all have championship rings.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a family that the kingdom, you know, they're breeding them with everybody, you know.
He's got to be the most
Best
wholesome
warriors.
person in the world.
Oh,
I love
really?
the guy. Yeah, I guess there's like a story when he was a rookie. All the money he made, he sent back home because he came from a very poor family in Greece. And it was to the point that he would ride a bike to games.
Because he sent so much money back he couldn't afford a car.
Yeah, and
Wow.
at one point his rookie season, he was riding his bike back, and like his tire blew out or something. And so he like locked it up somewhere random, and started running. Started running to the stadium, and a fan on the way to the game saw him. And like pulled over, like, "Hey, aren't you Giannis, like our rookie?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Shouldn't you be at the stadium?" He's like, "Yeah, my bike broke." And the fan gave him a ride to the game.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
And you know what's even worse? His dad blew past him in a Lamborghini. His dad's like, "Fucking loser." You know, I kind of think about that and be like, is this family that's like living in luxury and he's just such a nice guy? I mean, they're probably like not, because they probably spread it out amongst like his huge family, but I just think it'd be so funny if like the dad pulls up in a fucking like Tom Ford suit with laser beam eyes and a robot shoes.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that like him and his 2 other brothers, who are all like close to 7 foot, they like shared a bedroom.
Jesus. Well, they were children, David.
No, I mean like until they were like, you know, 40. Young adults.
Oh, okay.
All right. Did you read your? Yeah, you done.
Yeah, I
with
read
your
it. I
story?
read mine. Go, just go.
right,
You're the
we're
one
gonna-
talking about this basketball player because I brought Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Well, we're gonna continue talking about basketball players. Shaquille O'Neal says gorillas freak out when he comes near and sends.
And he what?
Shaquille O'Neal says gorillas freak out when he comes near, and Zoo Miami executive confirms that.
I mean, at this point, I'm not surprised. It's Shaquille O'Neal. They know who he is.
Who
He's
doesn't?
He walks in. He's like, "Which one of you wants a bike?"
Oh, Jesus, man. I'm not. The first paragraph during a recent episode of The Big Podcast with Shaq. Of course he's got a fucking everybody's got a goddamn podcast. How do we we're sinking, man. We gotta get someone on this podcast.
we gotta get the gorilla that freaked out when it saw Shaq. They'll come on. You're Pro Monkey. They know we're Pro Monkey.
I'm burning through $1,200 of bananas a week, keeping that fucking gorilla alive in my garage.
He's like, what's his rider? It's like he wants 40,000 bananas and a pair of bongos. DK Donkey
A little
Kong.
tie.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Wait, so do you see Shaq buying people bikes all the time? He's like,
oh yeah,
I saw.
He has he has a horrible problem with spending money.
Really? But like in a good way?
No. Well, I mean, what do you qualify?
I guess if it's going to people like he could go bankrupt, but if he gave his money to people who like needed it, that's I guess like a good way to go bankrupt.
No, his here it is. It only took Shaq less than 1 hour to blow through $1 million in his rookie year.
Oh, well, I think he's probably better at it now. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
No, I know he did.
He had to have figured it out, but
I know he like did that thing where he made all those shoes for Walmart for like people who like so that, like
couldn't
they can afford
to get big bucks.
Yeah, so he's like a good guy overall. So if he goes bankrupt for giving too much money away, I'm sure we'll find a way to get him a GoFundMe.
Yeah, he just kept buying his family members Mercedes, basically.
Oh yeah. Oh, I fucking saw that interview. He's like, I went to the Mercedes dealership and I got back and I was like, you want one? And I went back and then they're like, you want another one? I want one back. And then they're like, you get a bike. You get a bike. Kobe, you don't get nothing, Kobe.
I guess first of all, it's a good impression. Second of all, I gotta say Shaq's probably like in my top 10, top 5 favorite celebrities in the world. I love Shaq.
He's a good guy. I like how he DJs now too. That is cool.
Yeah.
He's a big DJ guy.
I always say that after my stint of working in film in LA, the number one person I wish I would have worked with and at least met for a second was Shaq.
All you had to do was a fucking 1-800-GENERAL commercial and you would have met him.
I wonder where they film those. Fucking Nebraska?
They can film them in a old Kmart
shoebox.
It can't be anywhere fancy. That CG hasn't changed since 2002.
I feel like we've talked about this. You know why he does the General commercials, right?
No.
So after he blew all that money his rookie year, he couldn't get insurance from any company. Like no one would give him insurance except for the General. They were the only.
No way.
They were the only service that would help him, and because of that, he like pledged his allegiance to the General. And yeah, that's why he does those commercials, is because they were the only people that would help him.
I don't want to get political here, but like, if the General gets involved in this conflict that's going on,
do you think the General would? Do you think the General would sponsor us?
No.
I think it's worth reaching out.
I think we should try. It doesn't hurt to try.
It doesn't. Let me find their Twitter.
Anyway, we should probably move on to the next story. As woman does meth with man, has sex, then strangled and decapitated him. That's cool. This is in Toronto. I thought Canadians were supposed to be.
Thank God.
Oh, no, it's not, David. It's not.
Man.
It's close, though. It's in your favorite little town that you have a little bit of a history with. That's right. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Not a lot in Green Bay except for football.
Yeah, and meth, apparently. So
meth is everywhere.
That's true. So this girl, her name's Taylor Shabusiness? Shabusiness.
Shabusiness.
Shabusiness. Shabuya. She was 24, was charged Tuesday with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault after the man's body parts were found in a home and a van. So these police.
Oh wait, is this the one they found his head in a bucket?
Yeah.
I was reading about that, and I remembered I saved that article to bring up during this, and then I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we could talk about it.
Honestly, I feel like that's a topic for an episode because there's way more fucked up shit going on with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I just see I see some stuff in terms of head in a bucket, limbs of other places, but this apparently this guy was into so they came home, they both did meth, and then he put like a chain around his neck or like a collar, and then he was into autoerotic asphyxiation, and he was
Okay.
like, choke me.
Kill
But the
Bill.
problem was she was high on meth and she like blacked out, and I think she like kept choking him, not like really realizing it, and I think she killed him, and then she had like sex with his body
Yes,
for, like,
that was a big part. Was she had
2
like
or 3 hours.
3 hours of sex with his dead body.
Yeah. So then you go, was it an accident? What's going on? And then she cut him up into a bunch of little pieces. And of course, people can be like, oh, it's because panicking and stuff like that. But I'm like, when I panicked, I've never cut anybody up in.
You
Oh,
haven't?
except for that one time. But like that was legal. No, but like, it's just very. I think it's weird when people like kind of throw out their excuses when they get caught doing shit. Like, oh, I panicked or I blacked out. I'm like, is that like a real thing? I feel like that's like when your friend like hooks up with somebody in college and they go, oh man, I don't even know I blacked out. I'm like, you know what you did. You know what you did. And I just don't believe them as much.
Well, wasn't this reported because the victim's mom came home and found his head in a fucking bucket?
What?
That's what I read. Was that
Ooh,
that's
that makes
where it
sense why
reported.
they got a call at 3 a.m. So somebody must have found it. I just didn't. That wasn't in this article.
I can't think of anything worse than coming home and finding your son's head in a fucking bucket.
Coming home and finding your own head in a bucket.
That would be very confusing.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that would be worse, honestly.
What if you found out that like you found your own head in a bucket and then like you called the cops and then they found out that you had a twin that came to kill you and then somebody killed them before they killed you and put a head in a bucket. So you were literally staring at your own head in a bucket of a twin you didn't know existed.
Again, I don't think that would be
Cool.
worse than finding your own
You're
child's
right.
head in a bucket.
You're right. It would be cool. It'd be like a really fun talking point at like every Thanksgiving.
It would certainly be more confusing.
Officer, this was more confusing than scary. I just have to tell you right now, okay? But yeah, that's a pretty cool story, man. But yeah, head in a bucket. I don't think I want to find anyone's head in a bucket, especially my son.
Yeah.
I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
You don't have another story, do you?
No, I tried looking, and then my computer died, and then I turned my computer back on, and my mouse wouldn't work. And so then I switched to a different computer, and that's where we are now. And yeah, I got Shaq and gorillas. That's all you're gonna get from me.
Shacking
I
up
will
with
say,
gorillas.
if you want to do, eat up more time, we could do a little like movie. Like, what are you watching? What have you been watching? What have you enjoyed? What do you got to suggest?
Actually, it's kind of true crime related. I've been watching that
Okay.
show, like to Catch a Killer or something like that.
That newer Netflix one.
Yeah, and I've
really
watched,
well done.
Yeah, I've watched most of them, and I like them, but I do laugh because a lot of the detectives say like there's certain cliche things you say. I think when you're a cop and you're on camera, and they say things like, here's the thing. I'm the asshole. I'm always going to be the asshole in the situation because of like the shit they say is kind of heartfelt, but I laugh because I'm heartless. But they go, we saw this dead person, and every single one's like, can't unsee something like that. And I'm just like, did they rehearse this in front of a mirror? Like that's, and they go, that stays with you. That sticks with you. I'm like, I agree
Which is
with
I
you.
can only assume that's 100% true. But
but
No,
it is. I mean, I guess it's just very true, if anything. But there's a lot of good little stories on there. They got some good like killers I didn't know about, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
They got some big hitters too, though. But what are you watching?
I just saw a new movie.
Did you see Batman?
I did see Batman.
No, don't tell me anything.
The only thing I'm gonna say,
It's 3 hours long.
it's 3 hours long, and at about 2 hours and 30 minutes in,
He dies.
for no reason, the Penguin just gets a huge boner, and you see all of it.
You always say that. First it was the Green Goblin, the Green Coblin, I should say.
The cobbler is great.
But Penguin has a boner?
Yeah, Penguin gets a huge boner. It's crazy because he's always fumbling with his pants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The whole movie he's fumbling with his pants, like he needs a belt whole time. And then all of a sudden he's like completely fine. He's not holding his belt, and you're like, oh, he must have gotten a belt. And then he just got a huge bone. The boner's got just this insane angle to it that's holding his pants up.
Is it big?
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's like huge or but it looks good.
Let me just ask you this: is it tough to watch the rest of the movie being that horny after, or did you have to go take like a bathroom break really quick?
So I apologize if I didn't really explain that well enough, but no, he has it for the remainder of the film.
Oh,
so it's kind of like torture.
Oh, he has perma boner.
Yeah, but like you're excited to see it for the rest of the film. Like every time he's on screen, you're like, oh, can I get a wide shot? Like I need, I want the full body.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't eat a whole fish.
That's a little upsetting.
Yeah. And then there's one part the Joker just gets smushed by a big truck. He's just dead. He's on there for like 2 minutes, smushed.
Yeah, doesn't he come out and like he starts like spray painting an anarchy symbol on like the side of a Toys R Us, and then like
no.
That didn't happen.
No, he comes out. It's a big reveal, and because the Penguin's like, oh, like we've got an ace in the hole. Or should I say Joker? And then he walks out.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
You see Joker's eyes, and they link up with the Penguin, and all of a sudden they just drop down, and he's looking at the boner. And then this truck just comes out of the sky and just splats him. He's done. There's no Joker for Robert Patterson. He gets smushed. He gets smushed big time. He gets
Robert
flattened.
Patterson.
The Patterson. There's no big joke for him because he just gets smushed. But
death by boner.
But the silver lining is the last thing he saw was the Penguin's great boner.
Did the Penguin say anything funny after like the Joker like got smushed by the car after being mesmerized, I should say, by the Penguin boner?
He looks up and he says, "God damn it, I've got a bone to pick."
Oh, and then he starts playing it like a fiddle or like a banjo, like he's picking away at the boner.
No, he grabs one of those cartoon fish bones with the scales that people use as combs, and he starts rubbing the ribs against his boner to like play a nice little like a country song,
like a xylophone, like a
Yeah, it almost sounds more like a washboard. Sounds more like a it's more of a washboardy sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait. I mean, it got good reviews. Most of it is all boner related. They say like good pacing, could use more boner.
Also, Yoda is in it.
Oh.
They repurposed the old puppet. He plays what's his name? The little he is a Batman villain, the little puppet guy.
Scarface.
Is that what it is?
Are you talking about the guy, the marionette with like the gangster puppet? I mean, with the Tommy gun?
Yeah. The Yoda plays Scarface. It's weird.
Really?
They don't. It's he's just. You can tell it's
my little friend. Say hello to.
No, he does a really good impersonation of Scarface. But yeah, no, Yoda's in it.
Okay, that's cool. Is Deadpool in it? I heard Deadpool was like he like breaks the fourth wall and he says something like, "You guys seeing this boner?"
No, they got Deathstroke.
Okay, you know what? You can't keep shooting my ideas down. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Okay? So stop ruining the movie for everybody. That's all the spoilers. You gave them all the spoilers already.
I mean, at this point, you don't even need to see the movie because that's all that really happens.
You know they put nipples on the other Batman suit? Did they put a boner sleeve for this Batman?
No.
You're supposed to say yes, dude. I just told you have to say yes.
Yeah.
Stop shooting down my ideas.
It's a hollow sleeve.
Thank you. Okay, now what were you gonna say after the no? Of
I was
course.
gonna say the nipple. Oh wait, no, George Clooney had the nipples.
It was either him or Kilmer.
I'm pretty sure it was Clooney because I was gonna say one of my favorite things is that the Batman before Kilmer, Birdman,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. I'm pretty sure it was Michael Keaton. He wore Jordans in his bat suit. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
He
I'm
did
not the
wear
Joker.
Fucking Jordan.
Yes, he did. I swear to God, he
Wait,
did.
like all black Jordans, or like he was
Yes.
rocking like some like white Air Force Ones?
He wore Jordan
Are those
6s.
even Jordans?
Google it. They were knee-high Jordan 6 boots.
Oh, wasn't he wearing those Converse that lace all the way up to your knee?
No, that's Catwoman. That was Catman.
Yeah, she was very much channeling Skater Girl in that movie. I do remember
Yeah.
that.
No, but it's true. They put Jordan 6s and then they added to the top of them to be like a knee-high boot.
Interesting. I don't even know if you're telling the truth at this point.
I swear on my life.
Okay. Because
Look it up.
that movie review you just gave really threw me off, so
All of it's true.
I can't wait for Yoda. He's going to be
Yeah,
good.
it was the Michael Keaton Batman. He wore Jordan 6s.
Is it teenage Yoda in this one? Because I know like they kind of did old Yoda. They did baby Yoda. I feel like there's a lot of like acne middle, like a middle age,
no.
like adolescent Yoda. You know what I mean?
No, they literally took the puppet from Empire Strikes Back, and they put it. They just dressed him up like a ventriloquist doll.
You denied my movie edition again, David.
No, I didn't.
When will you learn? You're
It's not
kind
my
of
fault.
driving
You're wrong
me.
all the time.
You're denying my jokes, but at the core of me, I'm a Joker, baby.
The Joker's dead. There are no more jokes.
The world cries instead of laughs.
We live in a
Anyway.
society.
We should probably just like fucking tell these stories before we do another fucking movie review. David. Okay. Boner sleeve. There's definitely a boner sleeve in this movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's get. I'm so
Boy,
distracted now.
You look very derailed. over there.
Whoo! I tell you, I need a fan. I'm flustered, hot, and bothered, and everything else. Okay, let's get into this. Now, David, you, I, and your wife all know that the only woman you've ever kissed is the woman you're married to. Would you say that is a factual statement, or are you gonna lie to the campers and deny this?
No, that's true.
Okay, thank you. Well, today I want to tell you a story about a girl who is the North Pole to your South Pole. You know, the yin to your yang. The basically kiss virgin to what did I write here? Why is this always in the first paragraph?
I was buying you so much time to make sure you got it all right.
Well, what I was gonna say is that you're a kiss virgin and she's the Wilt Chamberlain of kissing, of course.
Ooh.
As today, I tell you the tale of the most kissed woman in the world.
Okay.
You weren't expecting this, were you, David? Now, this isn't as much of a horny story as you're thinking. It's kind of a
Sad. Bummer. It's kind of a bummer.
it's a slight bummer. All my stories are slight bummer, but yeah, it's a good one. It's very interesting. So let's get in. So this strange story begins more than a century ago in the city of Paris, France.
Petty.
Petty France. You know.
Petty Franche. Hello, my name is Petty Franche.
What do you do?
I work at Arby's.
Oh, classic. So it was late 1880s something as the bustling occupants of Paris hurried throughout the city with their uncomfortable shoes, itchy clothes, and stinky genitals. People don't talk about that enough.
Oh, genitals smell horrible.
Everybody washed their ass every 2 weeks with just water.
Hey, you know what? According to Kodak Black, the rapper, guys, guys don't have to shower every day.
That's the most fucked up thing is I feel like I need like 2 showers a day. Like, I feel like guys need to shower more. I always need to shower.
Yeah.
So, why you yell like that?
Yeah.
You seem sad now.
No, I was just thinking I was gonna do another sidetrack, but I won't.
David, what is it?
On Instagram, there is an account named. It's literally just @rap. At ARAP.
Would you just say ARAP?
And it is an account that is for rap music, but this account also shares and posts like the most unnecessary shit you've ever seen in your entire life.
Like what?
Oh,
didn't you share some the other day?
Yeah, no, it's insane, the stuff. Like, our friend Scott sent us one of their tweets. I don't use Twitter, but apparently their Twitter might be more unhinged, because he sent us a tweet that said, "It's official, Rick Ross officially goes by he, him pronouns."
It's like,
and it really makes you wonder, like, oh,
what did
you
he
know,
go by?
I didn't need anybody to tell me that one, but I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
There's
It's not
like,
really news. I feel like it's news if you said anything other than that, right?
Yeah. Well, 100%. They post very unnecessary stuff. My phone's not loading, or else I would share more. Oh, you know what? So, like I just said, one of them was Kodak Black says men don't need a shower every day.
I didn't even know he's French.
Okay. They posted a Target is raising their minimum wage to $24 an hour.
Okay,
Very
respect.
rap-related. Someone made Kanye West an Elden Ring. Kendrick Lamar changed his Spotify profile picture.
What the fuck? I mean, I get like some of these. They are rap related, not like really
not necessary.
rap.
Not necessary at all. Hank the Tank, the bear, cleared with DNA. The bear won't be killed.
A lot of good stuff going on in the news. You know, I feel like they realize that like rap isn't as lively and newsworthy as they thought it was, but they're switching to Bears and Elden Ring Kanye remakes.
They posted a picture of Kodak Black, and it just says, Kodak Black has been taking care of himself.
As they followed up with, he probably hasn't showered in a very long time. Yeah, he's got some sores on his body for sure.
Yeah, they post one tonight that I thought was funny. So I don't know any of her music. I'm unaware of her, but someone named Sawiti. Saweetie.
Oh, I thought it was Sade.
It just says Saweetie and her mom, and it's a photo of this rap artist with her mom.
That's cool.
And they say, "Y'all rocking with it?"
Hell yeah. Anyway, David, I'm going to cut you off before you read any more of these, okay? So like I said, shut up.
Julia Fox says she lost 15 pounds dating Kanye.
That seems unhealthy. They only dated for like a month.
I don't know.
Lost half a pound a day.
So yeah, if you're looking for really random, unnecessary things, that's a good account. That's one answer. I don't know if it's like an onion thing. It's great.
No, it might be. So like I said, they're hustling around Paris with their stinky genitals and itchy clothes, and as people race to drink a bottle of wine under the Eiffel Tower, you know, that fun little trick, which is actually might have been a factual statement, because the Eiffel Tower was built in 1887, around this time that this event happened. Someone spotted something floating in the river below. As they went down to check on the situation, they soon became ill with sadness, as the body of a young girl, no more than 16, washed up on the shore. See, it's always a little bit of a bummer. The young girl was dead, but people were confused as to why or how. You see, the girl's body showed no signs of violence or trauma, as the fall from a bridge above might bring, and she was fully clothed, so it was unlikely of a swimming accident as well. Some people went on to speculate that she had maybe drowned herself intentionally, you know, just to make everything that particular style of, French sad. You know, it's like,
So dramatic.
yeah, it's like, my love does not love me. I must jump off the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I must.
Can you get to the top?
I can.
No.
You
Such
got to
a
have enough
climber.
willpower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that fucking movie about the guy that free climbed. I've just been rubbing flour on my hands ever since. This is a good time.
It's
Fucking
chalk.
actually horrifying and scary. I would never do that
That's
shit.
that movie is incredible. I would recommend anybody and everybody to watch it, even if you're not.
What's it
interested
called?
in
Like
rock climbing.
free base?
free climb. I think it's
Free-
free climb.
It's like free.
The cinematography in it alone is
Free.
like amazing.
It's like free. It's like free. What is it like? Free
Bird.
Free Bird. That's what it is. No, something else. But like I said, she's dead. It is sad, and they think that she might have killed herself. Although why she was in the river was a huge mystery. An even bigger one was the young girl's identity. You see, back in the day when people died, not always did they carry identification on them or have, the modern day DNA tech we take for granted. So,
History of tattoos.
excuse me?
History of tattoos. Police know every tattoo you get.
Wait, I thought that was
in
like
a
a
database.
gang thing, though.
No, it's a database thing, so then they can identify bodies. So yeah, every time you get a tattoo, the police know about it.
Shut the fuck up, really?
No, I don't know.
Oh, fuck you.
Probably.
I don't think that's true. I know they do it in gangs and shit, but that's just for like affiliation purposes. And that's in prison. That's what I meant. So, like I said, no DNA, no license. So what they did, morbid way of notifying the public. So the body of the girl was put on public display in a mortuary in hopes that someone could identify the deceased, which was actually a very common practice at the time. See, people from all over Paris would come to the giant storefront-like windows to see the rows of unidentified bodies lined up for public viewing. But unfortunately, nobody who came to the window in the coming days identified the teen. She became known as, here we go, Linquano de la Sienne, the unknown woman of the Sienne, or Sienne. That was the name of the river that she was founded.
Ah, okay.
So, the pathologist who performed her autopsy started to do so. As he started to do so, he was taken aback by her serene expression. She kind of had like a little bit of that, Mona Lisa, like slight smile thing going on, and she was very pretty. So, creepy. The guy's like, "You're so beautiful." You want to watch the Batman with me? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a pathologist. So, so a young pretty girl with a slight smile across her face. It looked as though she was not even dead, but only sleeping. Don't worry, this isn't where the kissing starts. This is not yet. The pathologist thought of a clever way to.
So wait, hold on. She's dead, but the kissing hasn't started yet.
No kissing yet.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, she's 16 too, David. Don't get any ideas.
No.
So, the pathologist thought of a clever way to commemorate the young girl's beauty and memory by having a model maker create a plaster death mask of her face. You know what a death mask is, correct? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Mask you make after someone dies, it's kind of like you better make sure you don't fall face first off your long skateboard when you do that downhill bombing with the metal pads on your hands and make the sparks, or you're gonna end up with looking like a Voldemort no-nose man.
Orange wheels.
You fucked up the mask, looking like a Scream mask, So the mask came out perfect, and the model maker was also so taken aback by her beauty that. No, he did not kiss the mold. He replicated and sold them to people. In fact, the Lorenzi model makers, who, according to the paper authors, made the original death mask who made the original death mask, still sell copies to this day under the title Noyée de la Seine. So it's Drowned Woman of the Seine. So they still sell the death mask, apparently.
Okay.
So jump forward 60 years to the late 1950s. Here's where we get into it. When medical students were just starting to learn the practice of what, David?
Kissing.
CPR.
Oh, shit.
So Archer Gordon, a member of the American Heart Association CPR committee, realized that a CPR dummy would save medical students from the unnecessary pain and potential rib damage of practicing CPR on each other. Because, I mean, like most of you guys know, just to give you a little crash course, in order to do CPR, I think it's, I'm going to fucking kill somebody if I tell them the thing. But I just know the beat is, staying alive. Staying alive. You know, if you guys seen that episode of The Office, that's one of the best scenes in The Office, I have to say.
But that is true. And he cuts the face off.
Yeah, he cuts the face off. But, yeah, so, you're supposed to do that. And when you do it, most of the time you push down so hard that you do end up fracturing or cracking some ribs. So people who do get CPR on them, they, a lot of ribs, when they're broken or fractured, they heal naturally. Sometimes you got to go in for surgery, but that's just, to save a life, it's worth having a little bit of a little ouchie every time you laugh for a while. So, like I said, in order to bypass the rib breakage, what did I say? It says to manufacture.
Ever broken a rib?
Yes, I fell ice skating.
Have you?
Fucking literally. Oh no! It was Christmas time, and I was going real fast because I was trying to show off. And the front of my fucking skate, they have the little ridges. Ruffles have ridges.
The brake.
Yeah, it's a brake. And I fucking caught that on the ice. And literally, as I hit the ground, I'm not even kidding, that fucking Taylor Swift song was on. And it went, now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Oh!
So this was kind of recent.
Trouble. It was like 2.5, 3 years ago. But it hurt so bad. I went straight down on my side and I fucking cracked a rib. It hurt so bad.
Yeah, I fractured my sternum.
Really? Doing what?
Yeah. Football.
Oh, yeah, got a helmet.
I was trying to block a punt, jumped up with my hands up, and someone speared me.
Oh,
and,
I think you were going to say the football hit you.
No, and now when I roll my shoulders, if you put your ear to my chest, you can hear it crack 1,000
Oh, you
times.
tried to show me that before.
It's nasty.
I got an elongated sternum. You know that?
How far does it go?
Down to my boner. people, women. When I'm with women, they go, you can't get. You can't get it up. And I go, give me a second. I go, and I push it.
I medically can't sit down.
I think it's called a coccyx, which is actually a perfect name. And I push it down, and it does the trick. No, it's a little longer though. I get scared because
you can stand with it. It's like a tripod.
I look like one of those guys in like Shutter Island, like the cell. I'm like mutated and shit like that. I'm like, I haven't seen the light of day in 14 years, and like shit like that. And my chest is all like protruding and shit. Anyway, so to manufacture such a thing, a CPR dummy, he and a Norwegian colleague sought the help of Norwegian toy maker Osmund Lardal to make a dummy for his students. It turned out Lardal had seen a reproduction of L'inconnu de la Sienne on the wall of a relative's house. So his relative had bought the mask, and he was also so taken aback by her beauty. Creepy at motherfuckers. She's 16, which actually probably was legal back then, but still, I'm gonna judge you. You're not allowed to say anyone's beautiful who's under 18. I don't care. No, you are totally. That's fine. It's not sexual. It's just beauty. So he was also taken aback by her beauty, and he decided to give the CPR mannequin the same face. Thus, in 1960, when the Lerdo Company built the first CPR mannequins, La Quanu de la Cien became Resuski Annie, the CPR dummy, or Rescue Annie, or Rescue Anne. That was like her name. And why he gave her the name Anne, it says before making CPR mannequins, Lerdo was had manufactured a doll named Anne, which is where people believe the name of the doll actually came from. So he had another doll that he made, and he named her Anne. So he's like, oh, I'll name this one Anne too, because he's unimaginative and he's using real people's faces. So
That's just lazy.
So with an estimated 300 plus million people to be certified in CPR to this day, many believe that Anne, or Annie, is the most kissed woman in history. Behind your mother.
My mom? She listens to this.
I just like anyone's mom, dude. I'm just
right.
kind of dispersed. I'm shotgun blasting this roast,
All right.
okay? Anybody. Jody, we love you. I'll give you a big kiss next time I see you, though.
Ooh. You're not Jason Momoa. I don't think she's interested.
I got an elongated chest bone if she wants to see it. I'll kiss Jason Momoa. But interestingly enough, there is one more person who Anne's kiss had such an impact on that he had to mention her in a song. You see, in 1988, a song came out telling of a woman named Annie who was struck down in her apartment by, who, you ask? No, not an invisible dog, but a smooth criminal.
Oh, Mikey.
The chorus has
Mikey be fishing.
So the chorus has Michael Jackson repeating the line, Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
I thought that was an Alien Ant Farm song.
They covered it.
Oh, I thought Michael covered them.
I love Alien Ant Farm. They're my favorite band.
Have you ever seen the video? Have you ever seen the video of Michael Jackson talking about fishing?
No.
Yeah, apparently he would refer to attractive women as fish.
Mm.
And there's like footage of him in like a limo, like going by fans, and he's like, "Oh, there's a good fish right there. Oh,
Ooh.
look at that fish."
Pretty good impression.
And I never met him. I want to make that clear. I never met him. I never went to his ranch. But yeah, no, it's great. Michael loved fishing.
Did he have a boner too?
No, I never met him. I just said that.
David, are you okay? David, are you okay? Are you okay, David? Davy. But a lot of people were left wondering the meaning of that line in the song. And apparently in CPR training classes, a common dummy used is called Ruseski Annie, of course. And when conducting CPR training, trainees are instructed to ask, Annie, are you okay, prior to continuing the resuscitation. Apparently, Michael Jackson had taken a CPR class around that time, and when he wrote the song, and this line stuck with him enough to write it into a song. And the song also includes the lyrics "mouth-to-mouth resuscitation" in the second verse.
I feel like that is so shady. That is so shady.
What do you mean?
Do you think someone at his level of like ultra fame needs to be worrying about giving people CPR?
But what if one of the boys start choking on the hot dog?
That's what I'm saying. Is like there's no situation that is okay where Michael Jackson is the only person available to give CPR. You know what I mean?
Like, I just want to see like a grown
Am I
man
insane?
like have a heart attack in front of him. Michael, like, who knows CPR? Michael's like, I do, and then he like runs over and he sees like a 50-year-old man. He's like, ew, he's poor. Fuck that. And then he moonwalks over his fucking face. That'd be cool. No, but
You
like,
get what I'm saying, though?
no, for sure. But like, that's another thing too. It's like really famous people, they do needless shit because it makes them feel like a normal person.
That's
So
true.
like they do weird shit where they go like, I'm gonna go to the DMV and get my driver's license picture, and like they could probably find a way around it, but it like makes them feel like they could like tell
human.
people about that. Yeah.
I guess if I
exactly.
was like one of the most famous people in the world, I'd love doing like, I'm just gonna do like a random Wednesday night cooking class that's like
100%.
$30.
Yeah, horseback riding. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, just shit like that where it's like,
Yeah.
why do you need to? You could probably go buy a horse and ride it, and you're like, no, it's just like more of like, I need things to do during my day that aren't fucking related to music or like people running up to me and crying. You know how many people
Yeah.
cried at him?
Oh yeah.
And not just fans, victims.
Jesus Christ.
Davey, are you okay? Davey, I'm just joking. We all love Michael Jackson, but we're also aware that whether he did it or not, which I think he did, you know, there's some weird shit going on there. I don't care. People are like, just leave him alone, leave the dead. I'm like, dude, people shit on dead people all the time. Like, what are you talking about?
Greatest singer of all time. That doesn't mean he was a great person.
Yeah. I think he was like a nice guy, but I think he was also like
Dark.
Yeah, he got some shit going on, you know?
Yeah.
You don't what's up with that Bubbles? What's Bubbles doing nowadays? Bubbles still alive?
Bubbles.
He had a chimpanzee.
Oh, it's probably dead.
Oh shit, you're him.
No, I'm not. I've never heard the name Bubbles
I
before.
knew how he lured you in.
No. It's not true. You're just making things up. None of this is true. You have no proof.
David, stop being silly. Come
You
play
have
with
no
Bubbles.
proof. You have no proof.
Come play with Bubbles.
You have no proof.
I taught him to take off
Are
pants.
you done?
Take off pants. Yeah, I'm done. Hey, Bubbles, he got a long coccyx bone.
Bubbles loves bananas.
Look what he can do with his thumbs. Oh!
Stop
Anyway,
it.
Stop.
All
You
right,
stop. I
Tobin.
didn't do anything.
All right, Tobin and friends. Today we're going to talk about a man by the name of Robert Monroe. We haven't done Robert Monroe yet, have we?
That is the most generic name ever. I don't know if we've done Robert Monroe.
I keep telling myself every time I start writing a story, I'm like, one of these days, I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at all of our episodes. I'm going to make a PDF that has all the topics we've done because I honestly just never know what we have or have not done. And it's stressful, and I'm always second-guessing myself halfway through writing these.
Me too.
So Monroe was born October 30th, 1915 in Indiana. This bastard
What a time to be alive.
I know, right? This bastard was so old. It was before we took note of cities or towns people were born in. We just,
Wait,
cared about
what?
the goddamn state.
Wait, 1915?
I don't know. I couldn't find what state. It just said Indiana.
I mean, what city?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So he was born 1915. So we're going to fast forward quite a bit because now we're in 1958. So in 1958, when Robert Monroe was at the ripe age of 43, he was a broadcasting engineer. And it was at this time Monroe experienced something bizarre. Strange, if you will, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's almost like we were specialty.
It's in our name, So Monroe started to experience a sequence of unusual events. At the beginning, he felt what he called a powerful vibration deep within his chest.
Ooh, a Sibian machine.
Yeah, well, no, not that far. Not that far. I think this had to have come quickly after guzzling down a Bankster Berry Bang energy drink. A safe, sugar-free, carb-free, crash-free, great-tasting, sustained energy beverage containing the Bang patented super creatine. I'm legally obligated to include that Bang energy drinks are gluten-free, vegan-friendly, and are perfect for any lifestyle or diet.
I have AFib.
Huh? Sorry, I blacked out for a minute. What? Where?
I have AFib. My heart sometimes skips a beat. Is it for my lifestyle?
What?
Bankster Berry?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, did you black out?
I blacked out. Where am I? No, I think it would actually reset your heart.
The doctor's like, I've never seen anybody this healthy before. This is fucking crazy.
You need to just do a little quick shut off, turn on.
Your coccyx bone is so long. What happened?
It's at one point the tip of it caught your heart and it's been stretching it real long. it's looking like a pepper in there.
You got one of those cool chili peppers with sunglasses though. That was a thing in the 90s when they made chili peppers cool.
Some finger guns.
Remember when they made the Sprite dot cool?
Oh yeah, he had like sunglasses, didn't he?
There's a fucking Sega video game or some shit. I played that. You played as the Sprite dot.
Did you ever
There
play
was like
the
a dot.
Honeycombs game?
Oh, I played a Captain Crunch game.
I swear it's Honeycombs. My mom never let me do computer games because she said it would give the computer viruses. But I had a friend named Noah who his parents let him download all sorts of shit. No, they let him put the Honeycombs game on. It was actually kind of cool.
Me
There's
want honeycomb. That was
there's like
Kyle's favorite line.
Yeah, Kyle is the Honeycomb guy.
He's the fucking honeycomb guy.
But our banished third member of this podcast that we originally what we're gonna do the three of us, and so yeah, he felt a strange vibration in his chest. This feeling was so intense at one point that he felt that he needed to lay down. As he laid down, he felt himself floating outside of his own body. This freaked Monroe out, being that he considered himself a rational thinker who was not into the whole idea of magic, paranormal stuff. He was a man of science.
Here's the thing. On my weekend, I get my time off. I go home. I put on Wheel of Fortune. Rarely do I float out of my own body. Rarely does that happen, okay? I'm just a normal guy. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I rarely float out of my body.
I enjoy a nice bourbon when the neighbors do their witchcraft. I do not. I'm invited. Don't think I'm not invited, but that's just not my scene.
I turn it down just because, I'm not showy. My body is where I belong, so that's where I usually stay. But this Sunday was kind of kooky.
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean, what are you
kooky
gonna
Sunday. Hey, neighbor. Am I floating out of my body or is it just me?
Hey, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor. Nice cock. Nice coccyx. You got a long heart. I can see it poking out of your ass.
While this feeling, while feeling the sensation of floating, he started to panic, believing that he had passed away, and his, soul was leaving his body. But as his mind rushed to the worst case scenario of death, his body restored itself back to his physical form. So, he got sucked back into his body. And, but as you could imagine, this was not where the story ends, because it would be a short story.
He's like, that was fucking weird.
just a strange episode.
I'm like, how did that get on the internet?
No, this is my neighbor.
He's like, I think I was high on heroin or something though. So I was like, that makes sense actually.
Yeah. I've been dabbling in heroin. It's not a big deal. It's just a little bit here and there. So, Monroe, being a logical man, sought out help, visiting with multiple doctors and even a few psychologists. But each medical professional came to the same result, concluding that there was nothing wrong with him.
I mean,
idiot doctors.
I mean, I feel like I go in with, I'm like, my chest hurts sometimes, and they're like, you're fine. I'm like, you didn't run a test on me at all. And this guy's like, I floated out of my body, and they're like, cuckoo.
That's cool. That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when there's actual medical evidence of something that's wrong with you, doctors sometimes don't even catch that, let alone when this guy's like, I think my spirit left my body. And the guy's like, I don't have a fucking machine for that, dude. Sorry, the spirit machine is out of order with the fucking McDonald's ice cream machine.
Yeah. So I was going to bring up a news article I saw, but I didn't read any of it, so I don't have anything to really add in.
I mean, you bring up other news articles that you don't read.
That's true. I don't know. Someone was suing McDonald's for like $900,000 because of their ice cream machines.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Only if like a class action actually paid out. I feel like I was told that the main
Settle.
person who sues gets like a lot of money, and then we get like $5. And I'm like, I don't want you to have my signature.
Oh, I love when you get those emails. Have you had a Monster Energy drink in the last 3 years? You can have $3.36.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go buy another Monster.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I can get 2 with that.
If you go to the right gas station.
Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy. You don't see the gas stations I wander into.
I'm concerned for you sometimes.
I'm
What do you put in
fine.
your
You're
body?
fine.
Banksterberry?
Don't.
How much Banksterberry have you been drinking?
I don't want to talk about it.
How many Bang Energies do you drink a week, actually?
Come on, man.
Well, I feel like this started as a joke. Are you an addict now?
No. No.
No.
No. Like,
I'm
sick.
good. Look at me. You start doing push-ups. Could somebody who has
They
a
got
hole
super
in their heart do
creatine, man.
that?
Super creatine. They did the science. There's nothing wrong with it.
The Bang is actually healing the hole in my heart. It didn't cause it. I don't care what they say.
It's true.
But actually, how many? I'm just kind of curious.
Maybe like 1 a week.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It's like usually like a weekend thing.
Okay. It was like morning, afternoon, night. I just want to know. I'm curious.
I would say
I don't drink
like
energy drinks.
I would say it's like a brunch thing. Wake up late, skip the coffee,
Just go straight for that Bang.
straight for the Bang.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't drink energy drinks. I'm not against them. I drink like what is this? Guyaki, Revelberry. Like what are those teas?
Kombucha?
No, it's like something tea. I don't know, but like it's called Guyaki. Yeah, it probably is like some kind of kombucha or something, but it's like energy laced or something. And that's the only thing I've ever drinking. But I don't really drink them anymore. But I like them. They're good. They're tasty.
I'm 100% addicted to caffeine.
Are you? How many cups of coffee do you drink?
I can't function without like caffeine in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
How many cups of coffee do you drink?
I don't know why we're talking about this.
Sorry, I just like totally got off subject, but like I drink like 1.
Probably like 2.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee past 11. That's my rule.
I'll make one on my way to work, and then I'll drink one at work.
You'll make one on your way to work? Oh,
like I make one and I drink it on my drive to work.
And then you drink one when you get there.
Maybe like an hour after I get there.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I just drink coffee because it's something to do.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like ritualistic. I like making coffee, and it smells good. And it's warm.
I drink water because I'm bored.
I drink water.
Hold on. Hold on. I drink water because I am bored. I pee because I drink water. Therefore, I pee because I'm bored.
A to C.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason I drink water in the morning is because I'm told that you can't just put straight coffee in your system. I usually do that anyway, but like, I'll drink coffee and then I'll realize it's like noon or like 1 and I haven't eaten anything.
See, I've got this. Was it 72-ounce water bottle?
Mm-hmm.
I drink like 5 of those a day. I'm
Shut
always
the
peeing.
fuck up, dude. Really?
Yeah, I'm always peeing.
Why does your skin look so bad?
Because I have psoriasis, man.
I wasn't even making that joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm in shambles. Daddy needs more cream.
Here we go.
I've spent a fortune on
Here we go.
over the count. I've spent a fortune on off the shelf creams and.
Daddy needs a new. Call up Leatherface. Daddy needs some new skin.
It's because my immune system's so strong that it's forcing skin out when it doesn't need to.
Didn't that old lady curse your skin back in the day?
Yeah. Thought it was real funny.
I threw a rock through her window. She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna curse this loser's skin."
Yeah, my skin got cursed because you threw a rock through a window. Isn't that funny?
I dodged that curse. Miss me with that curse shit.
After being unable to find answers to his current predicament, Monroe decided to lean into it and see if he could control his out-of-body feelings.
Oh, yeah.
His soul keeps leaving his goddamn body. Yeah, that's a predicament. That's kind of confusing, huh?
I like it.
So, yeah, he decided to lean into it and see if he could control this whole thing. Maybe use it. Monroe got so obsessed with finding answers, he left his successful business to study his new ability. He dropped fucking everything.
That's really funny. Wait, what did he do again?
He was an engineer? He was like an audio engineer? Radio engineer?
I kind of wish I had that like confidence.
God, he was a broadcast engineer, and I scrolled up so far it's going to take minutes. I would scroll back down.
I feel like he can like leave his soul while on the job. I don't think he has to quit his job. Well, he's like,
oh no, this is a full-time thing now.
When he's mixing and mastering, just like, dude, like it's almost like a compliment. It's like that guy's soul leaving his body. He's like, yeah, you're that good. You just made that guy fucking soul leave his body. That's crazy.
To really listen to music, he's got to leave his body.
Exactly, I get it.
So, over a span of 3 decades, Robert Monroe took his time and carefully analyzed his out-of-body experiences, which in these decades, he came to the conclusion that he was experiencing, what he was experiencing had to deal with the existence of alternate realities.
Ooh.
In hopes to make interdimensional travel more accessible, Monroe developed a tech called hemispheric synchronization, which this system he nicknamed HemiSync.
You got a Hemi?
Yeah, and HemiSync uses sound patterns containing binaural beats, which are described as 3D sound waves, to harmonize the left and right hemisphere of the human brain.
Okay, so he's just listening to some good music. Like, you know, he's a sound guy. It makes sense that that's where he would lean into. My question is, did he find a couple dollars in those other realities? Because I don't know how he spent 30 years just it's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, but it's also crazy.
I can't take a week off.
I don't think
I can't pay my electric bill.
I don't think there's been anything in my life that has changed it as much as that changed his life. Like, you know, like
yeah. Your body hasn't separated from your soul yet?
But I'm just saying, if I lost a leg, I feel like my life would still be more similar to how it was than this guy's life is because of his soul leaving his body.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Just me?
Maybe.
Legless Alex, just me?
So his research was so good that some independent clinical neurologists conducted testing with volunteers using Monroe's techniques. And to their surprise, the results were clearly visible in every EEG scan they took during the testing.
So he found a good noise, huh?
Everybody knows what EEG is, right? So I don't want to try to say this word.
Erect elephant gawk.
Electroencephalogram.
Oh, they threw gram at the end?
Of course.
That's a separate word?
That's what the G is in EEG.
Yeah, I don't really like it when it's just like 2 words and then they threw an extra like acronym letter in there, but it's still part of the second word.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I get it. It's a long word. I do get it.
You know what I'm surprised about is the fact that this guy was using sound to make his soul leave his fucking body into another dimension. And Kanye hasn't figured that out, to put those exact sounds in an album.
Yeah,
to make people's souls leave their bodies for his music.
I mean, you would think he would kind of get into something like that where he'd just have an album of like noises to like make you come or something like that.
Oh, I'd listen to that all the time. Have you watched this documentary on Netflix?
Genius?
Yeah, Genius.
No, I have not.
I watched the first episode, first part. Pretty good. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's very cool.
Everybody in Too Hot to Handle. We put the Kanye album in everybody's room. You came, you lost $100. You came, you lost $100. You came, you lost $100. That's for all my Too Hot to Handle heads out there.
There you go. We were talking about Too Hot to Handle too much before this episode.
That was off mic, I just realized. We just thought it would be really funny on that show, Too Hot to Handle, where people go onto a show, a bunch of hot people, and they can't do anything like kiss or have sex or do any kind of sexual activity, or they lose money from like a grand jackpot, and at the end of the show everybody splits that money. And we just thought it'd be funny to put David on that show, who would masturbate 14 times in 1 hour and lose everybody's fucking money.
To clarify, only one person thought that was funny, and it wasn't me.
It was his wife.
Don't bring my wife into this.
My wife.
Monroe's research was even good enough to get the attention of the U.S. government. And
Shit.
In 1978, he was visited by CIA agents. Monroe was invited to join a highly classified military project by high-ranking officials.
Did the CIA have like a lot more time on their hands in the 70s and 80s? Because I feel like they went to a lot more people's houses.
Crazy shit.
They showed up at like people's houses and they're like, "Are you this guy?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We want to talk to you about the puzzle you're building on your coffee table. We think it may be connected to something." And you're like, now I feel like you don't even hear about the CIA or the FBI.
It's true.
Anyway, you know?
Maybe it's because like in 20 years from now we'll hear more shit about what they're doing now.
Yeah, maybe all in retrospect. You know, it takes 20 years to get out. You know?
Yeah. But you're right. I feel like in like the psychedelic age, like the CIA was fucking everywhere.
Dude, they were
And
crazy.
now
I think
it's
they were
like-
just kind of figuring out what the fuck they were doing. They didn't know what to do. They had
Yeah.
too much money and too much time. Sorry. Okay, so the government's like, we want this album to drop a week early, right?
Yeah, sorry. Speaking of my wife, she just texted me.
Oh, divorce again?
Yeah, second one.
I keep telling her I can't read.
Yeah. I don't get it. So the military sought out to employ Monroe's research to improve soldiers' mind control during military operations. At the time, it was believed that this would give the U.S. military a great advantage over the USSR.
Oh shit, dude! Too soon.
I know. Well, it's factual. You know, they're not the USSR anymore.
It's true.
Now they're just confused. Monroe decided to help them with the project of out-of-body experiences and other paranormal events. The declassified files said that the program was a training system that aims to increase strength, concentration, and coherence of the amplitude and frequency of the brain waves between the left and right hemispheres in order to alter consciousness, allowing it to transcend the physical realm and eventually transcend even time and space.
I think that already exists. Isn't that
Acid?
noise? Isn't that noise? Party Up by DMX? Because when I listen to that shit,
Yeah.
I
lose it.
I transcend space and time. I can lift. People ask me to stop lifting all the weights at the gym when I put that on.
Man, it's DMX, man. There's never gonna be anybody quite like DMX. Rest in peace.
Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. No, I love Earl. Earl's great.
Earl Simmons was
One of a kind.
Great.
He's good. He's a good.
People have tried to imitate it. No one's ever been able to pull it off.
guy. I agree.
So the participants had access to the universes and
Wait. Say that last sentence again. They had access to the universes.
Yes. So the people who the military put in, they had access to traveling through the different dimensions and universes.
Okay, wait. I thought you were fucking. Wait, I thought that was like a fuck up. Wait, are you?
No.
What?
And they were able to get like different understandings of it. So everybody had different things, but like most of them were able to travel like through the fucking shit.
Like a Doctor Strange sequence when he gets knocked
Sure.
out of his body or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it goes without saying, when you deal with interdimensional travel, there's one race of beings that you will always encounter. You want to take a swing at whom that could be, Tobin?
Fuck. I'm definitely gonna go with like I don't want to go aliens because I feel like that's too easy. I'm gonna go ahead and say angels instead.
No.
tall grays, small grays.
It's
red
the
fish,
obvious
blue fish?
answer. It's the obvious answer.
It's lizard people then.
It is the reptilians.
I
yeah.
fucking knew it. They're always there. They'll
They
always
always
be
are.
there.
It's so, it's one of those things that, like,
LPs, bitch.
while doing this podcast, I've talked about goddamn lizard people so much to the point that I'm actually starting to believe in them.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Actually, they fucking exist.
I know. For the sake of everything, I know that. But
you're playing. You're playing it coy. I get it. You're like, hey, are you
I'm
okay?
saying,
Hey, look at me. Look at
honestly,
me.
at this
Look at me.
point-
Are you okay? Are you... Lower the camera below the desk. Are you okay?
got tail. They just come up so much, man. They're everywhere.
They are.
So to explore the inner dimensions, Monroe and the other participants would have to sit in an isolated dark room wearing headphones and listening to various sounds and tones to, the exact frequencies that were needed to accomplish, interdimensional travel.
Mm-hmm.
After completing the astral excursion,
Excursion?
yeah, that one.
Sounded like somebody shit out an astral projection. Excrusion. It extruded out of my ass.
The people told staff about what they experienced, and according to the reports, many of the subjects would frequently encounter beings from other dimensions. The most seen beings were of the reptilian realm.
Shit.
Due to the lizard people's toothy alligator snouts, the participants called the beings alligators.
Holy shit. Actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
At the point the military was using this technique, Monroe was already familiar with the lizard people. He had witnessed them numerous times through his journeys. Monroe and his team had been encountering them for over 35 years at this point and had discovered the following. These vile lizards have controlled and enslaved humanity for a millennium. They exist and operate in the fourth dimension and are only visible to those people who can see beyond our extremely limited spectrum of visible light.
Okay.
Reptilians feed on our spiritual life force, which Monroe named Loosh.
Ooh, making up words?
Hell yeah.
Also, what dimension do we live in if they're in the fourth? Are we in the
I know,
third?
right?
Are we in the third?
Well, I think everything is in the fourth.
What? Let me see. Will this tell me what dimension do we live in? Secret dimensions. In everyday life, we inhabit space of 3 dimensions, a vast cupboard of height, width, and depth. Oh, so they live on the fourth. They live in the fourth dimension, which we
I feel
can't
like the
see.
fourth. I feel like the fourth dimension is like a highway that everything goes on, but like we're kind of at a gas station,
Yeah, they're like on the z-axis, like the one
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just
yeah,
shoots
yeah.
straight out. Yeah, I get that. It's like
Yeah.
you know how bees can see certain flowers in different colors and like shit like
And
that.
how cats can see interdimensional demons. and-
Dude, do you know? Oh yeah, they see ghosts and like demons and
Yeah.
shit like that. But I was gonna say, do you know that like a tiger? You know how we see a tiger as like orange and black?
yeah, of course.
I know what a tiger is for sure.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But basically, in the jungle, like other animals, they showed like how other animals see tigers, and they come
all
off as like
black and white.
Yeah, no, they're kind of like a greenish color, like they're like green and black, so they blend in like really well. So like other animals don't see tigers how we see tigers, and I know it's like kind of stupid and kind of like obviously that's how a lot of animals work, like dogs are colorblind and shit like that, but it is still very interesting because I feel like we forget. We just go tiger orange and
Orange.
Tiger eat frosted flake, make 'em strong, make
Tiger
'em
lose Super Bowl.
great. Not that great. Sorry.
So another head here is negative or low vibrational energy is essential for the lizard people's survival.
They need that little vibrator.
I guess. These parasitic creatures see the Earth as a huge farm where they collect human fear, hatred, anxiety, anger, and depression.
Why is it
and
only
eat
bad
that
emotions?
shit up.
Why is it only bad emotions?
Because they feed off us when we're not happy.
If anybody has ever fucking seen Monsters Incorporated, they know that laughs provide more energy than any other fucking emotion. Stupid
Sure.
assholes.
Bunch of morons.
Stupid dicks.
Their intellect is equal to or more than humans.
Bullshit.
This elusive reptilian-like race considers itself the true and supreme rulers of humanity.
I also think it's kind of bullshit how, like, something in another dimension is like, oh, they are more intelligent. But, like, how do they judge intelligence? Because, like, I bet if I asked a lizard person to hit the nay-nay, they could not do that.
Oh, I bet they invented that shit.
No, I did. And I do it better than any of them.
Let me see your tail. It's in the front.
I think I have
chest.
to see my nay-nay. It is my cock stick. My tail grows backwards.
So
But my nay-nay grows forwards.
Robert Monroe spent the remainder of his days deep in research in out-of-body experiences until his death in 1995. His ideals remained consistent through his research and investigations, and he was constantly warning others about the dark lizard people who hid in our world. So to keep all of his work alive, we have to remind ourselves and others that they walk among us.
That's sussy, dude.
Sussy.
You know what's crazy, too? That guy didn't even get to the internet, really.
Not really. 1995, man.
And
Can you imagine how
he was,
different shit would be? Oh, my God.
Dude, that guy would be fucking president right now.
Yeah, I would.
But, like, it's so crazy.
We've had worse.
It's so crazy to think that, like, he accumulated so much knowledge and had, like, such a belief system. And I don't know if he had followers, but, like, you know, he
had to have.
But that's a crazy thing, too, where I think just going back to, like, the FBI, CIA thing is that, like, were they kind of doing, like, I know this is a huge jump and I'm not comparing the morals or the ethics of this, but, like, you know how Hitler was, like, very, like, into the occult and being like, I need to make a zombie army. And I feel like the CIA was kind of on the same level in terms of, like, mind control or, like, fucking getting, like, control of, it's like, I don't know, aliens or special technology or weird techniques. Like, they were also kind of in on, like, what are they called? PsyOps?
PsyOps, yeah.
Some shit like that. But
sounds
it's just,
right.
It's so weird. I think, like, when like the 2000s rolled around, they're like, fuck this. Like, this ain't doing shit. Like, the internet is probably better than. Let's just use, like, technology instead. Let's pivot to technology instead of mysticism. You know?
Yeah, or it's either that or the fact that they're like, oh, this is more available to everybody. We need to stop talking about it more.
You mean what's more available? The
knowledge.
Oh,
like
yeah,
anybody can look up anything.
Oh, interesting.
So now they put a bigger seal on the Tupperware.
Yeah, like they'll just fucking kill you now. They don't like now.
They don't poke holes for it to breathe.
Now you can put a phone in your pocket and hit record and get it all.
Oh, yeah.
Now they don't play that shit no more.
Euphoria.
What's that mean?
No, nothing.
Did they do that in Euphoria?
Spoilers.
They recorded somebody. No, not recording somebody.
No, there's a part where it was like the equivalent of like, oh, they've got a wire on them, but it was a cell phone, which I was like, I wonder if that's actually how they do it now. They don't actually like wire people; they just have a cell phone that's recording all the audio.
I mean, if you're really concerned about like somebody recording you, the first thing you do is fucking take the phone out of their pocket, right?
Yeah. Nowadays,
the guy walks in with the fucking phone in his front chest pocket with the camera facing out, and he's like, "Heavy."
How are you?
They're like, and they go, "What's up with your chest?" And you go, "Oh fuck, they saw the camera."
I've been hitting the gym. Does it look better?
They go, "Oh fuck, they saw the camera." And I go, "What?" And they go, "Your coccyx bone's fucking so long."
Your cock's out.
That's hey guy,
Hi.
Nice cock.
Hi.
Hey Peter, nice coccyx. Anyway, wow. So I mean. He did some good research.
It's the real deal.
I wonder if we could get our hands on some of that music. You know, you got any?
That's what I want to know.
Plugs?
I could probably Google it. I've got this guy Ralph that he lives near my work. Seems like he knows what's going on.
It's always good to trust a guy who's named after a form of vomiting.
Well,
Ralph.
It got its name somehow, did it not?
It's true. That guy stinks.
I won't deny that.
David only hangs out with stinky people. I'm over the phone. I don't count. It's fine.
It masks my stank. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I think that covers everything that we needed to tell you guys today. Are you guys satiated? Did we do it? Did we do it
good?
Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, we love telling you the stories, and we love when you stick around and you listen to them. We love when you stick with us through all the interdimensional travels. And if you guys want any more information, you go to our Camp Strange Instagram page at Camp Strange Podcast on Instagram. Click the link in bio, and we have all the info there that you want, that you need, that you can't get enough of. And if you guys want to send us anything, send it to campstrangepodcast@gmail.com. I haven't checked that in a while. I should probably check that. And if you guys want to rate, review, and subscribe and tell a friend, we would love that too, because you know what? We're getting close to 300 episodes. And you're all we got.
So close.
You're all we got. We need masses. We need masses to grow the army. There's no way we're going to get our hands on that record if we don't grow the army, you guys. We need to grow the army. But, yeah. But we love you more than the army. Even if we get an army, you guys are our true children. You're my children.
I don't know what you're talking about at this point. I zoned out.
You're my child. You're my child. You're my child. Come to my ranch. You're my child. Anyway, David, what do you have to say for yourself, really?
Yeah,
Before
Penguin shows his dick.
It all comes full circle, people. It all comes full circle.
Big old fish dick.
Have you seen a fish dick? Not a fish stick, a fish dick.
They're inside. They don't hang out. No, fish dicks.
No, where's the fish dick inside of?
It's in there.
You?
It's in. Dude, do you know how fish reproduce?
Oh, you tell me.
The female comes in, it lays the eggs on the ground. The male comes in and shoots its milk.
Oh, wait. They lay them on the ground?
Yeah, they slap them bitches on the ground. And then
he be shooting oat milk on them?
The male shoots its milk all over the place.
Almond?
Fish. Salmon milk.
Well, I gotta get my hands on some of that. That probably
Y'all ever
tastes
see
good.
salmon milk in the stores? Run. Get the fuck out of that store. It ain't gonna taste good in your coffee.
Pretty low in calorie intake. And then fish just form. They don't go back in anywhere.
Then no, the eggs grow on the ground.
Shut
You know, I'm basing this all off of salmon, but I'm pretty sure they all do this.
It's kind of weird. So there's like no sex involved between
Caviar.
fish?
Yeah, they just shoot their load on the ground.
So they're all just like jacking off and stuff in my river?
Oh, I mean, they are.
Oh my God, do I ever get salmon milk in my mouth when I go into the river?
Probably.
And I don't think I swam in a river with salmon in it.
You've been milked.
Hi, my name is Ashton Kutcher, and you just got fucking milked. Anyway. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, Penguin shows his boner. Say it one more time, Dave. I don't want to hear that. Penguin
What?
milks his boner. What?
No, he doesn't milk it. It's
No
just
milk?
there.
He doesn't shoot it on the ground?
No, it's just there.
I thought he shoots it on the ground and creates a slippery mess for Batman to slip on.
If he was smart like you, he would have.
Right, there we go. We know it takes him kind of long.
Yeah.
Batman's like, what are you doing?
Stop looking, Batman.
Give me 3 minutes. Come
Bring
on.
Poison Ivy in here. Get out of here, Batman.
Wait, do you have the nipples on your chest plate? Show me them.
Oh, Batman, watch your Jordans.
Fuck. I milked the creases of your Jordans. Fuck. Sorry. I think we're done. Okay, David, one more thing. Say something.
I quit.
Say something. I'm giving up on you. Fuck it.
Don't forget to
Stay strange.
Alley-oop.